It's a common sense recap of the big stories. It's Katz and Cosby on 77 WABC.
And joining us now here on Katz and Cosby is former Deputy National Security Advisor there in the Trump administration, Victoria Coates. Victoria, it looks like Iran is trying to reach out, it seems like, right now, saying that maybe we should revisit the nuclear deal. Do they sense weakness at the White House?
Well, I think they do, and I think they also sense the potential return of President Trump. And so they're trying to get everything they can out of this crew before November. And there were some really interesting numbers in Bloomberg Rita yesterday that they are close to selling China 1.7 million barrels per day of oil that are unsanctioned. And I'll be working on this in coming weeks. There are a whole series of little backdoor tricks China is using to get that cheap energy in. But the dirty little secret here is that the Biden administration doesn't want to take those 1.7 million barrels off the international market because they can't replace them because they're not drilling here at home. So I think we see a fat and happy Iran right now trying to take as much advantage of the next, 68 days as they can.
You know, there is a report, too, that Israel is saying that this would be disastrous if Kamala Harris and Waltz get into the White House, that it could, quote, destabilize the Middle East. What do you think?
Oh, I think that's absolutely true. And first and foremost, we have the fact that Phil Gordon, who is the Vice President's National Security Advisor and almost certainly would be her National Security Advisor as president, has been the architect of some of the most virulently anti-Israel policies in the past. He was the architect of Obama's second term, very involved in the Iran nuclear deal. He would be supportive of the kind of outreach that's going on, and he has literally publicly threatened Israel with isolation if they don't grant the Palestinians a state, which, as you know, is just a non-starter right now for Israel. So they see real problems with the folks who are surrounding the vice president, and I've heard from them that they think they might be actually looking back with fondness on the Biden days by comparison.
Also, Iran has given the go-ahead. They said the Houthis will not allow will allow boats to approach the tanker that's burning in the Red Sea to be able to put out the fire.
Well, unfortunately, that's not very reassuring, John. I mean, they might say they're restraining the Houthi. Who knows what the Houthi are going to do? They're the ones that shot this ship in the first place and made it explode. And I heard it 4 times the amount of oil that's on the Exxon Valdez. So we have a complete environmental catastrophe going on in the Red Sea. And if I were in the administration right now, I would be giving a speech every day about how awful Iran is and how they're destroying the region environmentally, which is what this team is supposed to care about. We don't hear a peep about it. So
see that's what I don't. That's what I don't understand. The people that believe in women's rights, what happened in Afghanistan, and the people that believe in the
green groups, the environmental.
They're not. Nobody's saying anything about what's going on in the Red Sea.
No, it's incomprehensible. I mean, this could be a massive catastrophe. Obviously, it endangers a lot of the Saudi mega projects that they're working on. I mean, this should be a top concern, and I would certainly hope that we would be able to get people in there to clear this up as quickly as possible. But as I said, I don't trust the Houthi as far as I can throw them, which isn't very far. So they have created the security crisis. The Iranians have by giving the Houthis the means to do this. And now they're saying, oh, everything's fine, you're safe. I just don't believe them.
You know what, Victoria, tonight, of course, is the big interview that we're going to see. We'll see if it's a big interview or not, but it's going to be with Kamala Harris and her running mate. We don't know. It's going to be CNN. And she sort of, I describe it as sort of her crutch right there with her. But I certainly hope that some foreign policy things are going to be asked because the world's on fire. And listen, I think the most important job of any U.S. president is commander-in-chief. What do you hope gets asked, at least to Kamala Harris?
Well, 100%. And in defense of Congressman Mike Waltz, it's Tim Waltz who's joining her. apparently Mike is very sensitive to that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Good point. Good point. Yes, thank you.
standing up for a Green Beret. But I think, I hope there is, Rita, but what I've seen coming across the wires right now is that, I guess talking about the wires dates you, but it's that they've only have 18 minutes of useful footage of both of them. That's how long the interview is going to be, that they've said they will not release the transcript. So who knows? Maybe they'll talk about ice cream and power suits for 18 minutes and we'll get some Coach Waltz. And they said they might show an inspirational video of Harris and Waltz. This could be a catastrophe tonight. And I think they're burying it at 8 o'clock as best they can, going into a holiday weekend. And so we'll see. But if there are bad clips in there, that could be a real turning point.
Yeah, that sure could be. Wow, 18 minutes. Wow, wow, wow. Victoria Coates, thank you so much. So many important things. Great to have you here on the show.
Thank you, guys. Talk soon.